In our previous video, we set up our contact.html file so that when the form is submitted, a function is triggered. We also linked in our sendemail.js script. Now, we can remove our console.log from our sendemail.js script and create our sendmail function. Remember that we're passing in the form as a parameter, so we're going to refer to that with the name contactForm inside our function. We can then call the email.js.send method just as we did in our first example. Remember that the first argument to this method is our service ID, which is Gmail. The second argument is our template ID, which is Rosie. And the third argument is an object that contains the parameters. So the first parameter is our from name. And for that, we're going to get contactForm.name.value. And name here is the same as the name that we gave this field in our contact.html form. It's the same here for from_email. ContactForm, we gave it the name of email address back in our HTML file, and then the value. Notice that the keys for this object are all equal to the parameter names that we've set in our email template back on email.js. Finally, we have project_request, and that's going to be equal to contactForm dot project summary dot value. Okay. So next then, we can supply the then method for our promise. And we can provide a function. The first one is just going to be a success. So if sending the email has been a success, then we're just going to console.log the word success. And I'm also going to pass in the actual response object. Our next argument is going to be an error function. So we'll pass in whatever error codes we receive. And again, I'm just going to console.log this out and say error, it failed, and again then pass in the error object. Okay, so now we can save that. And we can go ahead and run this. I'm going to put in Aaron Sinnott, aaron@codeinstitute.net, and then a little message here that says, "Hi, would you be free to have a chat about a project that I have in mind?" So I'm going to send this project request. Now go over and check my email. And as we can see, it came through with the parameters that we set in our email template and the values that we filled in contact.html. And that's how we link email.js to our project to make our resume site more interactive. In this series so far, we've looked at linking in the Google Maps API, we've also looked at linking to the GitHub API, and finally, how to send emails. All of this makes our site less static, more interactive, and more useful to the user. Before we finish this section, there's just one final thing that we need to do.